Luna Ascending by Zaina Wilder. Copyright Zaina Wilder 2024. All rights reserved. Chapter 7. Freya. My headaches are getting worse. I'm batshit crazy with it. My vision blurs, half my face goes numb, and then the pain hits. Like an elephant sitting on my head, bouncing. I tried an internet search and apparently I'm dying. Or having a simple migraine. Simple my ass. And nothing explains the weird awake dreams that I've been having. Okay, so hallucinations? I'm hallucinating and it's freaking me the hell out. They're a swimming mishmash of vivid shapes and colours flashing in front of my vision. Like those kaleidoscope toys you give kids. They only last seconds, and when I'm rational, I can accept it's just my brain's weird reaction to pain. I mean, the brain really can do some messed up shit, can't it? But today I feel like I'm one step away from a psychiatric ward. I'm stressed out with the forgeries, but I can't help feeling like my unhealthy obsession with Dirk is playing into it somehow. My brain won't stop unpicking how delighted he was to see me, how he stood up for me, and then how I ditched him and ran off. I still don't have his damn number. I'm like a schoolgirl with a crush. It's infuriating. I never, ever wanted to be the person hoping for more, pining after someone who doesn't seem to care. Damn it, I've only met the man twice. He probably barely remembers me. My brain is looping out on me. I went to start on my next forgery for the boss, and I got the shock of my damn life. There, on my easel, was a picture of Dirk. Only after seeing it did I vaguely remember drawing it. The memory's so hazy, it's like it was a dream. But there he is, still staring at me accusingly from the floor in the corner where I flung my sketchbook in shock. I mean, sometimes, if I'm really into drawing something, I do zone out, but never to the extent I barely remember holding a pencil. Peering down at the drawing again, I scowl. It's freakily good, but why the hell am I drawing shit without being aware of it? That can't be a good sign. My mind flicks back to the Google search. Maybe there's more wrong with me than just migraines. Maybe I should do another search. At least hiding how unwell I am from Liz is pretty easy. She sort of knows, but she's all caught up in the rush of her new relationship. Thank feck it means she's less likely to turn up randomly on my doorstep. I mean, she's a good friend. She's picked up that I'm pretty miserable. And I really am. The pain of a near constant migraine is demoralising. Liz, however, has decided my misery is entirely romance-related. It's not, but when she offered to pester Tavy for Dirk's phone number, I wasn't about to dissuade her. What sane girl would? Like a true friend, Liz excitedly reported back when Tavy let slip that Dirk could do with some female company. How does someone who looks like that not have a gaggle of fangirls? But I might have a chance. I'm torn between being delighted and pissed off at myself for being so excited. I don't do attachment, damn it. Attachment is bad. If you get yourself hung up on the wrong person, you're screwed. Still, simply having his number has given me a thrill all day. I really need to take a deep breath and just send him a message. It should be simple. Just type out a message. But my anxiety is through the roof. 4 agonising hours, multiple rewrites and several bitten nails later, I finally press send on a 3-line text message during my lunch break. There's no reply by the time lunch is over, so I slip my phone back into my pocket. My shoulders droop a bit in disappointment, and I head back to work. The library has a strict no mobile phones policy. It's my policy. I wrote it. When I feel the small vibration inside my cardigan, there is not a chance in hell I'm sticking to the rules. I glance around at the students. No one is misbehaving. No one is hanging from the lights. No one is eating. And most of the books are currently intact. Since that never lasts long, I quickly slip into my office. It could be someone else, realistically. It could be Liz or, highly unlikely, my mom. Taking a deep breath, I peek at the screen. Dirk! I clap my hand over my mouth. There is no way in hell the students didn't hear that. In the next instant, the building's electronics go haywire. This is not simply the usual flickering lights we've had to put up with recently. This is full-blown chaos. It's like some malignant ghost has gotten into the electrics. The lights flash manically, my computer screen grows brighter and brighter before it dies in a puff of smoke. And the school's only working photocopier gives out a noise like a strangled cat and spits out screeds and screeds of blank paper. I dash back into the main library and watch in horror as one by one the lights explode over the kids. The students dive for cover. Any distraction is welcomed, but this calls for shrieking, panic and a stampede into the hallway, leaving me standing alone, surrounded by the chaos. I watch one single sheet of paper flutter slowly to the ground. One of my favourite students, a young lad with trousers like flagpoles, a permanently grubby face and sparkly eyes, sticks his head back in. Miss, the lights in the hall, they're fucked too. The whole building's going apeshit. He gleefully exclaims before rapidly retreating under my scowl. The students know swearing in front of Miss Fay isn't tolerated. I grin at his retreating back. If only they could hear the language Liz and I use. In the end, the whole school's electronics are destroyed. And it's way beyond the capabilities of the caretaker to fix. The head teacher simply sends the entire school home early. Bliss. Just as I'm slipping out the building, I hear the caretaker muttering to himself. He spots me earwigging and lets out another outburst. It's bloody unnatural. This ain't no frickin' power surge. He spits on the ground in frustration. Stupid damn Sparky with his electronics degree. He doesn't know jack shit. I turn to hide my grin, pull my jacket tighter around me and mutter a quick goodbye. I've already planned to meet Liz for a cheeky afternoon coffee. I'm not wasting time listening to this guy's grumpy small talk. I shiver, hunching over my cup. I like crisp spring days, but I wish it wasn't so bone-chillingly cold. I'm only just warming up, and we've been inside for half an hour, curled up in the window seat with my hands wrapped around a steaming hot chocolate. I peer over the top of my mug at a radiant Liz. Seeing a chance to get a word in edgeways, I go for it. So, it's going well with Tavy then? It is! Sorry, have I been talking about him all this time? It's just, he's so different. It's different with him. He's special where... Liz tries to explain, pausing. I'm happy, she plumps for in the end. Good, that's awesome. I break into a genuine smile for my friend. I was worried you might turn into an old spinster like me. Liz tuts, looking past me, her eyes widen. Someone here might be keen to persuade you out of your spinsterhood, but do be careful with him. Looking up quickly, I see Mark gliding towards our table. I was hoping not to see him again. Ever again. I've categorically ignored his text messages. I assumed he'd taken the damn hint. He's just a bit much. I don't understand why someone like him is trying so hard with me. That's what he's doing though, trying too hard. Way too hard. It's a turn-off. And then there's his behaviour in the bistro. Mark slips into the seat beside us, offering his apologies for the last time we met. Just as he sits, Liz's phone goes off. Sorry, Freya. Tavy's a bit lost. I think he's nearby, though. She glances between me and Mark. Darling, I'll be right back after I track him down. I promise, I won't leave you alone. So much for being my backup. I glare at Liz's departing back for a long moment before turning to Mark. Apology accepted, but I can't stay long. I have another thumping migraine. I touch my temples as it ramps up. At least I'm not lying, although I really could do without this today. Without asking, Mark reaches towards me and massages my head. There's nowhere for me to move to, and I'm immediately irritated. What is it with this guy in invading my personal space? I'm about to tear strips off him for disrespecting my boundaries again when it hits me. The migraine, the one that's been grumbling for days, has vanished. Completely and utterly vanished. What? How did you do that? I splutter. The pain is completely gone. It's like magic. It's bliss. Mark grins, and I can't help but smile back. The relief from the constant pain of the past few days is amazing. I glance up to see Liz grinning in the window with Tavy hooked on her arm. Seeing me looking smiley and relaxed, Liz waves a cheeky goodbye in the window and drags a frowning Tavy off towards the shops. Mark and I sit a little while longer over another hot chocolate. Grudgingly, I have to admit his attention isn't exactly unpleasant. I've been unbearable and in a hideously bad mood with everyone because of the pain. He's probably not a bad man, just pushy. Mark insists on driving me home via an entirely unnecessary bunch of flowers from an expensive florist as an apology. It's a bit overwhelming. I sneak a look at the price and immediately wish I hadn't. His disparaging comments about my neighbourhood aren't even enough to take the shine off my day, though. He doesn't know jack shit about the people round here. And anyway, I can deal with anything now the pain is gone, including his bullshit. I leave him on the doorstep with a perfunctory, "See you around, Mark." Looking around my flat, my beautiful plants are in desperate need of attention. I haven't been in the mood to look after them recently, barely looking after myself. I make the most of the rest of my evening, yanking on my comfiest hoodie, disposing of my tight bra, and pulling up some very loose granny pants while wandering around crooning to my babies. I'm in my element, feeling very Bridget Jones-esque in my moment of self-care. I'm not entirely sure if I can put my good mood down to not having a migraine, or if it's aided by the flurry of texts I've just had from Dirk. "Hi, stranger. I was kicking myself I didn't get your number. I'm not sure I approve of Tavy whoring me out, but since it's you, I'll forgive him." "That's twice we've met, and you didn't ask for my number either time. What's a girl to think?" I reply quickly. "That she's too stunning for a man to think straight. Sorry, too cheesy," he types. Stilton-esque cheesy. A stupid grin plasters my face. "Be fair. I was busy trying to defend your honour when you ran out on me." Defend my honour? You're not exactly a knight in shining armour, but yeah, thanks for scraping me off the floor. I hope you and Mark kissed and made up after I left. Did we hell? He's an asshole. I could make it up to you, though, with or without the kiss. It's a date. Shit, it is a date, isn't it? That's what he meant. Surely. I only stop cringing when he finally replies and starts arranging where to pick me up. Liz isn't the only one going on a date tomorrow. I smile to myself and then have a little twinge of guilt. I'm not really leading Mark on, am I? He foisted himself on me, not the other way around. I was just so grateful for the massage and the pain relief that it brought that maybe I didn't set him straight the way I'd intended. He is a handsome guy, but if Dirk's around, Mark does not get a look in. Anyway, it's not like I'm going to get attached to either of them. Men are not worth the heartbreak. A niggling little voice in the back of my head disagrees. It would quite like a piece of whatever Liz and Tavy have going on.